This is Trish Hay. Welcome to another episode of When We Heal, the World Heals. This is going to be a solo cast, and I want to share with you my journey of a trip that I had that I took to Paris. There were several things that were very meaningful about this trip. Um, there were many things that happened on this trip, but the greatest is that I chose myself and went when the opportunity came up. And the other big thing for me was that I have overcome great emotional and physical illnesses and traumas, and I physically wasn't able to travel before. And had I even gone when I was younger, I wouldn't have enjoyed it. Like I would have, it would have been nice, but I had so much in my mind, like so much trauma. So getting to go, this is a dream I had since I was a little girl, but I just see the perfect timing and divine timing for it to happen right now. Because yeah, I chose this trip because I've been on a healing journey. I've been on especially an inner child healing journey and really gone in and taking care of my little girl self. I've gone in many times to feel her feelings, rescue her, take her, let her know I'm never going to leave her. Some may be familiar with there's many books that I've kind of gone along in the journey, but um, one is the artist way, and I've used that to take her, to take me on artist dates, to get in touch with creativity, to paint and to draw, and to literally just go out and have dates with myself at the beach and dance and just make sure I'm taking that time and connecting with what does the little girl in me want to do. Um, and that has been radical for me and so healing for me because I was so disconnected from her. I was just living in absolute survival mode. And in my mind and in my reality, like my financial reality, my physical reality, I was really, really ill. So this inner child healing is what started me to blossom and grow and connect and learn who am I even, right? Because I was just like disconnected, living in survival. So it's like, who is Trish? What's her essence? I came in here so beautiful and perfect. Like, what did I love? I love the flowers and the ladybugs, and I love to be in nature. And so that's a lot of what I do is get out in nature also to nurture my soul, to nurture her. And so very much when this opportunity came up, my friend asked me about going to Paris. It was an immediate yes, and I knew like I'm choosing this for her. She's always wanted to go, and now you get to go. Like wow, like there's so much that's been transforming in my life. So it's like hell yes, you're making it happen, and I did, and I'm so grateful for that. And when I got there, really, I felt like a little kid. Like I was so excited going to the Eiffel Tower, the music. I danced to the sparkly Eiffel Tower lights. Like it was just pure joy. And a lot of the time, I felt like a little girl. Um, and I would just say in my life, it's been a reawakening that a lot I feel like a little girl. But this is a different, this has been a little girl who has a lot of joy and laughter and hope and fun, which is something I never experienced before when I was young. So this has been a reawakening for me. But it is very much this little girl innocent, like we made it, we're dancing, we're free. And I loved it. And I embraced every part of it. I loved the food, the Eiffel Tower. We went on a boat ride. I even loved riding the metro. The metro reminded me of like a Disneyland ride. So, I mean, all of it was super fun. And I also appreciated it as a woman, um, and just connecting the different parts. But prior to my trip was planned. This was on pretty short notice. And I had started reading Jessica Zweig's book, The Light Work. When I heard her first speak about it and I first met her, her light, her energy, I just knew like I need to read this book. I had asked a couple of other women, hey, do you want to read this? I really feel called. So we joined made a book club, and we've been reading along. And then we have she has some questions and some activities you can do at the end of each section. So in perfect divine timing, uh, we got to the point to where the assignment was to take yourself on a date. Okay, this is a different kind of date than the kind of dates I've taken myself before. It's like, let me take your hand, little Trish. We're going to go play. We're a little girl. We're going to go play with the flowers. We're going to hug the trees. We're going to dance. We're going to, and she needed it and I needed it. Because I really went in and reparented myself and gave myself that childhood I never had. I'm living it, right? I'm embodied with all of it, and I still like I'm never gonna let her go or let go of the fun and the innocence and the joy that she gets to have now. But in Jessica Zweig's book, which I wish I had it here to show you a copy, but I'm gonna link it in the notes. And I haven't even finished it yet, but I just highly recommend it. It's been transformative. And what I really liked about this assignment was it was like, totally different. It's like, okay, you take yourself on a date, go alone, but start your day getting ready with just like, wow, look at me, I'm beautiful. Like, look in your eyes in the mirror. And for me, part of my healing journey has been to do just to do like affirmations with Louise Hay of looking myself in the eyes and saying, I love you. And this was awkward at first and took a while, but it started with that. And then, if none of you have heard of Mel Robbins' high five habit, I started to integrate that as well. And like every day, like give myself like this high five, good job, right? And it really started off as very weak, like high five, good job, to where now I'm at the point, prior to this trip where I'm like, high five, you're freaking killing it. I love you. You're amazing. And like, I love you so much. Like, so do this stuff, you guys. It works. It might feel awkward at first, but just keep doing it. And then we'll all click. Okay, so now this is where I'm at in my journey. I go to Paris, reading my assignment, and I'm to take myself on this very beautiful date as now I'm embracing myself as a woman, as a goddess, as this galactic light being, and taking in that energy. And so getting ready in the morning, I, was just like softly like putting lotion on, like, wow, I love you. And even putting on the makeup and doing the hair, just adoring myself. And it felt really good. And it felt the energy was like so different because it felt like not a little girl, like I'm a woman, right? I'm a goddess. I'm gorgeous. I'm amazing. I'm embodied. And so what I chose to do was to go to um, Monet's gardens and home in Giverny in France. And this was such a beautiful opportunity for me to be with myself. I took an Uber ride, but I was silent and just watched the countryside in the back and was just really with myself and with nature and didn't look at the phone, which is a big part of it. Don't get on the phone, don't get distracted. It's like a 2 hour ride out there. And then getting to his gardens and walking around and just really soaking it in, like all the trees, the smells, everything. I was walking through this garden just feeling so much love for myself, like love for myself, like this really radical, deep, transformative love for myself. And like, I want to say it's like a romantic love. And I felt like, um, that's the only thing I can really say about it. Like, I guess you don't, I mean, and I guess I knew that even, but I do rather have experienced like radical love for myself, um, and acceptance, but not like romantic feeling vibes. And it was like walking through this garden, I just felt like so much beauty and romantic love. And of course, I got to picture Monet there painting like the most beautiful paintings, which some I had seen in person the day before at his museum in Paris as well. And that also was like lit me up. Um, so just walking through there, feeling like the air on my skin and the wind blowing through my hair, I felt so much freedom and joy and love. And I just wanted to share it, even recording this podcast. I'm out at the park. I'm back in California. I had to come out. If you're watching this on like Spotify or YouTube, you can see like I've got trees behind me. You might, oh, a gardener's starting up here, but I just couldn't even do this inside because the energy, it was just so beautiful being outside in the garden. So I thought I've got to do this in the garden. So excuse my sound if it's a little bit off, but I'll never forget how that felt to take myself on a date, to walk through the gardens, to stand on the bridge, to look at the water lilies and the boats and things I'd seen in paintings as a little girl, and the women that I'd seen in his paintings also walking with the parasols. And it was just like very beautiful. And I realized like how beautiful this life is, how precious it is, what a bright light that I am, that we all are. I know we all are these beautiful bright lights, but I really felt it was like a next level of like, wow, I love you so much. I love you so much as a woman, as a goddess. Um, you're just gorgeous, like in every single way. There was a woman walking through that garden, not a little girl, and that also just felt like next level. Like, okay, what's coming next? Like, um, so I spent my time in the garden. I walked, I sat, I listened, I heard messages from the universe and the trees too, of just how loved I am. And then I got to go on a ride back. Again, I did have to take an Uber, but I just watched the countryside, the driver and I didn't talk. I stayed off the phone, which was a little bit challenging because you want to take pictures and videos of everything there because it's so beautiful. But so I'm glad that I had the intention to be able to just be present in that moment. And so then I went back to the Airbnb where I was staying. And that part of ending this evening, like I ended on afternoons, but to end in the evenings to also then go maybe put on some sexy lingerie and like, pleasure yourself, love yourself. Well, I felt like a little bit of resistance with doing that for some reason, even though I was alone in this Airbnb. Excuse me. So, but I was like, no, no, you got this, girl. You're doing it. You're going all the way. This is the assignment. So, excuse me. So I knew my roomie, who my travel partner, was going to be gone a couple hours. So I was like, okay, like you're in Paris. Like let's take care of this and embody it. And it was like even for me to notice like why was there a hesitation? But it was so beautiful and I felt so much pleasure in my body. Um, just pure pleasure and joy. And I was like, hell yes, yeah, do this all the time. This is great. So I am going to be taking myself on more dates. The little Trish, we're still going to come and play and dance, but also embodied adult grown Trish. I'm planning to take some tango lessons and just get more in touch with my sensuality and my sexuality um, and be more free with that. So yeah, I just wanted to share like that's where I'm at. Like, wow, I got to go on a date with myself in Paris. Like, um, that's that's been radical. This is a radical transformation for me. Just radical in every single way that I could physically go, that I can emotionally go, that I could love myself so freaking much and feel so beautiful and embodied. Uh, yeah, so I just wanted to share that all with you. Everybody, take time for you. Take yourself on a date wherever you're at. If you've got a little traumatized child or a low that needs attention, give her attention or him attention. Just keep on going because then one day, like I realized, like I've been working on this for years and it's like, oh wow, now this is where we're at. Then this is the next evolution. And of course, Jessica's book is a big part of it, but a lot of it is also the support of the divine feminine energy that we have going on right now to help all of us heal and transform and elevate even more. So I knew I was divinely supported and that was also a lot of it. So I just encourage everyone, take time for you. This was like a whole day to myself, and I know I'm very privileged that I could go and do it in Paris, France, and she recommends going somewhere you've never been before. And so I'm also going to be regularly doing this. So I'll be planning my next date with myself. And I loved it. I enjoyed spending time with me. So yeah, if you've got yourself, then everything else is just bonus. All the extra love, bonus, but you can source yourself. That's the goal. That's the goal. So, yeah, that's what I just wanted to share with everyone, that you can heal your life in every single way. You can learn to love every single piece of you. And in fact, you want to learn to love every single piece of you because it feels so good. And the whole world changes when you are able to love and care for yourself. So I might just read this book again and open it up as another book club. I mean, definitely I've been planning to do book club within my Facebook community. Wasn't quite sure what book yet. So this may be the one that we start off with. Um, Let me know. Let me know if that's something that you're interested in, because we can also do it as our Facebook community. It's a beautiful, like I said, I still have a bit to go on it, but I already know it's such a good book for everyone to read. If it resonates with you, it was divine perfect timing for me, and I know meant for me, and it has seemed to be for all of the women that are in the group that I'm facilitating right now. So, anyways, I'm just sending you guys so much love. Take care of yourself. You are beautiful. You are precious. There's only one of you, and you were made perfectly. Love you so much. Bye.